Okay, welcome everyone. I hope that you can see me. You see little man in the background there. Welcome everyone. So I'm gonna put the screen down so I really won't be able to see you all too much. You know what's funny? I wanted to actually title this live Anonnie's Temple does live sun channeling, but it wouldn't take that as a title, interestingly enough. But nonetheless, that's what we're going to be doing on this day. I haven't done a live sun channeling in quite some time because the energy needs to feel right. The sun is at the correct angle right now, and I just feel like now is a good time to try a sun channeling. So I've thought that perhaps I would lay some ground rules for the sun channeling so that, everybody understands. When I do sun channelings, there's like no filter. That's the point of the sun channeling, for there to be no filter, like for me to fully connect with the solar the solar waves, the solar energy. Of course, somebody got to say hi. Excuse me, Bobby. Okay, I really feel like I just want to start, but I really want to do this thing where I set ground rules here. So when I do these sun channelings, I pretty much just say whatever comes through and whatever comes to mind. Okay? And I pretty much do this without trying to have it make sense, without trying to make it seem like a storyline for you. Maybe usually at the end, I'll pull a little bit of tarot, but there's not going to be tarot in this video, I don't feel. Okay? And during these lives as well, sometimes they go for 20 minutes, sometimes they're an hour, sometimes they're an hour and 30 minutes. And that's because I don't rush. So there will be periods of silence. So, of course, then with all of that being said, I won't be able to look at the chat either. But I said my love before we begin. Glory be to the highest creator of all things, and thank you to the celestial bodies. Thank you to the sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and even all the other solar bodies and the ethers. We give gratitude and praise to thee. Thank you, as we are all connected and we are all as one. As such, I channel the divine sun energy, the celestial solar energy. Glory be to thee, and I thank you. I'm kind of like bobbing up and down in the energy. There are messages that are coming throughout like the different levels, but I'm kind of like buoying in the energy a bit. Up and down. Thank you, Father Ra. I receive your messages with clarity. I deliver them with integrity. And I feel them with love. Oh wait, you in front of the camera again. Excuse me, huh? You go lay down. Thank you. Um, I could speak a little bit, but we'll continue. I heard someone say the word tubular, tubular, as though someone enjoys surfing. And that's why I was getting this type of riding the waves energy, like being a buoy on top of the waves, on top of the current. They're also sharing with me that there's a current of water that actually runs surrounding the Earth's core. And they're saying that that current is picking up in speed. So it actually shifts some type of electrical charge emanating from the Earth's core. Something just tried to tickle my hair. I just felt that. There's some type of major news about that. That there will be an announcement of some type of different magnetic force or different electric current emanating from the Earth's core. Like it's at a different degree, it's at a different number now. Ay, no interruptions. No, no, no. Sorry, you guys. I forgot to turn my phone off. And you know your girl is busy, but I wanted to make time to do this. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me get back into it. One of my favorite beings approaches. He's an praying mantis being. He's sh- he's showing me purple stained glass. Oh, how peculiar. He's showing me something about like flying on a ship, but going into some type of vortex that takes you to the center or to the core of the earth, or at least underground. And that tunnel is like coated in purple light. He's also saying something about there's like Anubis symbology here. Like Anubis symbology may actually relate to there being like an underground world or an underground earth. That it's like the symbology of being at gates to the underground. I'm hearing having those keys. I feel here that there's a specific praying mantis being who is here, but he's coming through and showing himself as a cartoon so that I'm not as intimidated. I feel here what they're showing me here is the particular cosmic family that you carry, right? Like for instance, if you feel like there are specific cosmic beings who you connect with, they'll begin to show up in the animals or in the species surrounding you. Especially this year, they're showing me. Some may begin, I'm seeing a lot of insectoid beings. Like some may begin to see ladybugs, and this will symbolize the presence of an outer space being, right? Okay. For me here, I feel that it's a praying mantis for many of us. I'm also hearing the name Claude. Claude, Claude. Oh my gosh, whoa. You interface with this praying mantis being when you sleep. I think you do. I don't think you really, of course, I don't think you remember this. Yeah, it's not built for you to remember it. Okay? But in ways, I feel like this praying mantis being, like you will feel them like directly like shoot a download right into your third eye, like right into your cosmic eye. It comes from the praying mantis beings. They're showing me a king of swords. He'll show up as a king of swords. They're telling me here that there are more and more ships portaling through the sun every day. There's like a cosmic show that's going on, in some ways. But not as not in the excuse me, not in the terms of entertainment. It's like something is on cosmic watch. But they're saying it's likened to when someone shows up to your birthday party. Like people want to come and watch you blow out the candles or something, kind of like that. But they're saying that they're coming through the sun. They're saying that if you would, okay, hold on. Um, yeah, it's a stargate. Okay, thank you. That's what they're saying. Like this, like the sun is the star of the universe. It's as a stargate. So that's kind of how you jump programs, if so to speak. They're showing me a being that has like a salmon colored skin and it lives under the ocean. This is a humanoid being. Like their skin color is like a salmon color, like an orangey red. He's bald and he's older. And this being is telling me that they're contemplating contact. I feel like I heard peace treaty. There are a lot of how do I want to say this? Because I feel like negotiations is such like a human consciousness type of word. There are a lot of plans, like there's a lot of discussion surrounding who is going to make contact when, the proper sequence and such. And I feel here this goes for beings who are underground, but I'm also seeing something here about these humanoid beings who actually are in like the depths of the oceans. And they're showing me a man in particular who's a wise older gentleman with that red orange skin. Um, Hold on, I don't know what creature that is. You need to give me a second. He's saying that he's part seahorse, like that color. Okay. Is there anything else you want me to share? Um, how do I describe this? Um, well, you know what? When I do these sun channelings, I try to my best to just not force whatever these messages are into a box. I don't know. They're showing me something bizarre here about some type of sandworm creature that lives at the bottom of the ocean. It's like in that movie Dune, but it's not. They're not in the desert. Those sandworms are like in the ocean, at the bottom of the ocean. That's what they're not telling you? They're showing me something like that's where the mythology of a kraken may come from as well. You know, I've asked a couple of times mentally if they want to talk about politics or current events, but it's not going in that direction. They said that it's not safe yet. Okay. It's not safe enough for them to speak on it yet. Mm? What would safety have to do with it? They said stable. They said stable. Whoa, stabilization. Oh my gosh. They said stabilization. Stabilization. What is with this? They're waiting for the earth to stabilize. So the safety isn't individualistic as though they're under threat. They're saying that they're waiting for a stabilization of the earth. Okay. And those are other, what type of beings are these? Mhm. Just a second. I'm still wrapped up on the fact that I couldn't say stabilization. Um, yeah. They're saying that they're coming, but just not right away. And they're showing me here more of this peacock energy as it can be likened to avian energy. So that may be some of the beings who like frequent your conscious space. That's what they're saying. Like it's not as though these beings are like always hovering above your home. Why would they need to be? They hover around your conscious space, or they like watch your conscious space. Like they are like I heard fluttering about or something. Okay. But I feel here like they're also of like an avian lineage. That's what they're sharing. Let me see if I'll speak on that. Give me a second. Thank you. Some of these things that they're showing me, I just don't know how to explain this because they're a bit far out, even for me to say. Like, they keep showing me how no matter what you could think of, there's like that like could exist. I need to, they're like tickling my ear here. I need to figure out how to say this. They're showing me something of like walking and talking bears and why that is so well fit into human consciousness, walking and talking bears, because there are like intelligent bear beings. I don't even know. I'm just gonna, okay. They're saying something about Yogi the bear. There's something about here, like these bear beings actually being very wise. And they're showing me something about like the Himalayas or just like tall mountain peaks where people would climb to actually meet these bear beings that were like yogis. Like these bears would live in isolation. They're also saying it could match the symbology of like shaving your head bald as a symbol of taking on a more spiritualized self or spiritual rank or role. I'm just, this like I've never heard of anything like this before. Like some traditional thought actually comes from these beings. Okay? I feel like I would like to put that down, please. I feel like that's okay. Um, why am I hearing Summer Jack? I heard Summer Jack. Okay. I guess what they're really showing me here is a society. They said 72 years. Okay. What they're showing me here is like some type of society where the aspects of mixed DNA or genetics becomes a lot more apparent. I don't know if it's like an introduction to other DNA strands or something like this. But like how they say at one point in time there were several different there were several different types of the human species living at once. I feel like this is happening again, but it's going to be more out in public and out in the open. They're showing me something about the uvula. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna look at that. They're showing me a very strange type of like a uvula shaped chamber that holds people in it. But it's like, it's not a threat. The person is just chilling. What? I don't know why they would show me this. And they're showing that it's located inside of a. This is. They're showing me that it's located inside of a ship or like inside of a ship. What is this? A dome. What is this? A megadome? A megadome. What is this about a megadome? I don't really know if I want to look into a conspiracy theory with that. They're showing me this type of deranged timeline where there's like some type of like dome or a mega dome around like a particular continent. And what they're going to do with this megadome is actually treat it like that little dome that they have in Las Vegas where they project things onto it or outside of it. I don't know. It just seems like a stupid plan. And I don't even know polyglass. I don't even know how they would do this. It just seems so far fetched, but that's what they're showing me here. Some type of like dude who presents a bright idea to put a mega dome that is clear around like an entire like continent or like a very large area of the earth. They're also saying that like what they want to do is actually try to keep other 3D physical beings out. They're just saying, I don't know. They're saying it's some type of like crackpot idea. Oh, okay. Okay, Divine. Anything else? Thank you, Creator. Falcon? They're showing me a lot of cartoons. Okay, I don't know what is up with this. So they're showing me, you know how I shared that there was the praying mantis being and he came through, but it was like it was an animated cartoon or something. He came through in like 2D, so to speak, so that I could just understand him at that level. They're showing me like scenes from a movie, like all of this type of stuff that has to do with like extraterrestrial beings coming out this year, maybe? Is that what they're trying to say? Like they really want to try to like create implants on how extraterrestrial beings will behave. So maybe they will rank up in that behavior this year because I feel like I need to make this just slightly more practical. And you see how the sun went out. You see how the cloud just covered the sun. Okay. Give me a second here. They're showing me some type of like functional robot that is cutting off the top of trees as it is gliding through some type of jungle. It looks like some type of like predator looking type of like, but it's a robot. It's like silver. You know, there is a download that I actually received a couple of days ago, and I wasn't sure of how to articulate it just yet. But they're showing me here that there's about to become like covert societies within larger societies. I mean, I feel like we already know that, but how do I say, instead of those societies being hidden, they're going to be out in the open. But they also know that as soon as they put themselves out in the open, it'll be truly recognized how they're marginalized. Like they're really a small, excuse me, they're really a small group of people. So it's going to be like those horrible people doing that horrible shit over there with their horrible selves. There's been like a lot of energy surrounding like an ending and a repair to society, like the tower and then the fool type of energy. Like something being destructed to try to build something that is better. Something that is maybe new and hasn't been really taken into account before. I'm hearing 49 beings. So there will be like 49 beings, and they're showing me that they're located all over the world, like on several different continents. I heard Blu-ray. Okay. And then they're telling me that these 49 beings are the builders. This is so strange. It's like they're the builders, but they look like the predator aliens. And I feel that these beings arrived before to try to share with humanity how they can rebuild physically, right? Like building blocks or like building fire or something like this. I feel like these beings are returning to the surface world. But this doesn't feel like it's the same type of threat that they show in the movie Predator. Yeah, man. I feel like when you I feel like when you are sleeping, this mantis being is like right up in your face. I'm so sorry to tell you that. Because it's like I feel like this dude is so close, like right up on my face like this. I don't think you can see, but like right up on my face. And it's almost like, you know, when you go up to someone and you bump foreheads to like say hello or something, but it's like you're touching like your cosmic eye to each other. Give me some time. They're showing me something about a church. And I gotta say, there's also this like trickster clown that keeps popping up. Not gonna lie. And he's not doing anything. It's just like to try to be menacing, but it's really not doing anything. So I suppose that could be a confirmation for someone. It's not a church, thank you. It's not a church. It's a tomb. It's like a white pearlescent square tall building that is a tomb. And I see praying mantis beings walking into it, and they're wearing white clothing that actually looks like it's Arabian clothing, like cloaks. They're saying it's like halls of Amenti or something, or like they're just like it's a particular hall. It's called a hall of something. To be honest, I don't want to go down it. I don't think I'm there yet, okay? I don't know what's in there. It doesn't feel menacing, but it's just unknown. They're also saying they're saying it could be also considered a castle, like some type of white marble castle monument that is built into what is this? It's built into a crater. It's built into the side of an earth in a crater. What is that large crater called? Hmm. They're not done with the channeling yet. Let me see what else is here. They're really showing me like these praying mantis beings wearing a white cloak, but like sometimes there are accents of turquoise, gold, or red. And they wear some type of like golden collar that looks like metal around like their neck. And one of them also has a staff. And I'm also hearing the word grandpa. So there may be this DNA through the sequence of your grandfather on your paternal side. I think that I may close the channeling here, although there's more to share. But it's been a while since I've done my last one. And the messages are feeling particularly disparate, decombobulated. They're showing me that there's a past lifetime here in Japan, where someone was a fisherman. They were like a butcher, but they were a fisherman, right? Like they would catch the fish and then they would butcher them and sell them. And they're showing me just this unbelievable event where it's like you were in the woods and you came upon a dragon. So I guess I would say perhaps in this lifetime you're particularly fond of dragons and their return to this realm. Yeah. They're saying that kites were actually inspired by dragons, but they don't tell you that. Okay. I feel like I would like to close this out, Divine. Although there's still a lot more solar energy. Oh my gosh, why are they saying this? I heard the word Pangea. Remember that from like elementary school? Where they used to teach us that all of the continents were connected? And they used to call it Pangea. It was like the one huge, large continent. I heard before the Tower of Babel, before the Tower of Babel or something, but before the continents were separated. They're telling me like that was one of the original energies of divide and conquer or division, where it was actually manipulated that the continents separated. Like there was some type of like shockwave or something that hit at a particular point. Child, this I don't know if this is in your history textbooks, but this is what they're showing me. Like some type of shockwave hit a center point. I'm also hearing centrifuge, but it hit a center point on the continent and then they began to break off over time. I feel like I want to tell you that you could have been like here incarnate around that time as well. I'm hearing there's like no numbers for that time. So there's no year. Like, what do you want me to say? Like 20 trillion BC? It's like there's no year for it. That's what they're saying. No matter what you want to quantify it as. Okay. Anything else you want to show me, Father Ra? Is that it? Anything else, Most High? Thank you. They're saying something about going on holiday. And if you're trying to figure out which holiday you should go on the holiday where people have streamers. You know, like those ribbons or something that people wave around, or they'll blow through a horn and there are streamers. I feel like that's the place that you should pick. Perhaps this is in like New Orleans. So you may be like going on a vacation in New Orleans in some way or sometime soon. I feel like that's a good vacation for you to go on. Um, Wherever it is that that respective place is for you, it may not be New Orleans. But they're saying something about like a festival, a holiday, streamers. Go to that. I'm hearing St. John's. Okay. I feel like that is enough. So, there's now they're showing me a phoenix. Like there's a lot of avian, bird, peacock energy, like hens and chickens. I don't know what's up with that. I hope that they don't try to say that like we've run out of chickens or something. Sorry, that's a joke. Like how bizarre. I don't know if it's like with the more solar energy that some people this is weird. The more solar energy that some people receive, the more that they actually are activating some of their avian DNA. Because they're showing me in some ways like I don't know how far into the future or whatever this is, but they're literally showing me a type of cultural event where people will begin to look like DNA activations that they are having. And some of these DNA activations may be other species or other animals. Like, I don't even know how to tell you this. Like, some may even actually appear to look more excuse me. Some may actually appear to look more feline, or some may appear to look more insectoid, but still human. But it's like you can tell that their DNA has been activated because now they are looking. I'm hearing like their outer core has changed, like they are looking a bit different. It's an interesting thing they're showing me here where it's like you can tell where people are from, but now it's not by a third dimensional concept of like a skin tone, right? I feel, or skin tone, or like a culture. I feel here it's like you'll be able to look at someone and see, oh yeah, you have like Lyrian DNA, I can tell. Like you have like a lioness energy to you. It's kind of like that. Okay. And I'm gonna say one last thing because I didn't say it. I feel like some people will start to plume. That's what they're telling me. But I just feel like that shit is so far out. I don't even take it with a grain of salt. Okay. Like some may actually get hairier because of their DNA activation, right? Like if that DNA is like wolven or foxen, so to speak, that genetic ancestry. Okay, I'm set. Yeah, I'm gonna lay that down. Thank you. Okay. I don't even know if I can pull tarot after that. Oh my gosh, there are actually people in the chat watching this. Our, what does that say? Our bodies have also been changing over the last few years. Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me see if there's any tarot that I should pull on this, and otherwise I'm gonna close this out. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's do the Gold Tarot and the Dragon Tarot, and then I'll end the message here. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for liking. I'm hearing something about moving beyond a Stargate. Like there are particular sun codes or codes that are on the sun, or like it's the codes that the sun is made up of that actually allows it to align with other sun or celestial bodies in the universe. So it's like when those codes are at a particular sequence, it can open a type of stargate. I'm hearing an influx, like there's about to be an influx. Yeah, we have the magician coming out. Like someone is actively working on this. You know, it's interesting because when you look at the focus that is now on society, where there are these like e-files that have been released and like the depravity that has happened in that, don't you know that there's always the other end of the pole? There's always the bipolar, right? You know how people put so much stigma on the term bipolar? It's because on the other end of the coin or the other face of the coin also means that there's something else that is like above and beyond that is taking place that they don't want us to have our attention on. It's this magician energy. It's this energy of like releasing horrific information when the sun codes are at its strongest. It's like that. Show me this magician energy. Show me magician. Thank you. Magician high priestess. You want that upright most high? The chariot. Look at this major arcana coming out. So let me tell you something here. The devil, ace of swords, and justice. We're going to keep it with the emperor, the hanged man reversed, and the emperor. Listen, we're going to talk about like some of these larger egregores of consciousness that try to feed off of humanity. I want to say something here about how magicians and high priestesses are in some ways really key to the evolution of humanity. The high priestess and the magician is a prophet. And with the chariot energy, I feel here like prophets are really there to shift humanity in a particular direction so that there is a new or a different form of a consciousness that inserts itself into the space. This devil energy and this devil consciousness of fear that overruns society, where they're trying to feed off of it, off of people being in different angles of fear. They know that the scales are being rebalanced now with the ace of swords and justice. There's no denying that. That means that justice has been called. And I feel here like they want to share that with the with the emperor here. I'm going to keep him out too. The emperor, high priestess, the magician. There's nobody who's more powerful than that in a cosmic energy. It's like full force ahead, all people on deck. We are pushing humanity forward. It's like we're going to make sure that the sun aligns with this other type of a sun at the correct time. They said something about 3 days of darkness. It's like the 3 days of darkness happens when like the alignment misses. They're showing here that spiritual energy is really guiding society right now. And this spiritual energy, it has to show up as powerful. It has to show up as self-assured. And you know what it's also showing up as? They just told me that it's showing up as a healthy masculine energy. Because that's who the emperor is. The emperor is a caretaker in his own way. And I'm not talking about in his own way, like where he tries to beat you down to try to make you or turn you into a man. No, it's like it's the protector energy, the safeguard energy, the Archangel Michael energy, so to speak. And this devil energy, like this depravity, cannot exist when there is an activation of emperor energies in society. There it is. So that's why they're also talking so much about divine unions and all of this, because there needs to be an activation of more divine masculine energies in society who are able to look at temptations for what they are clearly. What they're showing here is the purification in some type of way of the psychic masculine energy. Okay. Thank you. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Look, there the two of you are. This could also be one energy, so you could take that how it resonates if you consider yourself an emperor and a Queen of Pentacles. But this really seems like two people sitting side by side. Hold on. Okay. That's what it looks like to me. Two people sitting side by side. This emperor is showing up. Oh. Show me that. This emperor, show me his DNA. They're saying some type of wizard of Mars. What the fuck is that? What is that? The emperor? Show me. Two of Swords. Knight of Rods. He's like, no, you're not gonna. He's like, we're not going there. That's weird. He's like, let's not go in that direction. We're not even gonna go there right now. Okay. So what do you want to show me? Let me try the Dragon Tarot. Okay. Let's clarify all of this major arcana, please. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Solaris. What else would you like to show me? Okay. On top of the Devil, we have the Nine of Wands. Whoa. And then we have the Devil again. Check that out. The Devil fell out on top of the Queen of Pentacles. And then the Devil is here with the Nine of Wands. This is like a devil attachment. It is, but it's not like it's just an attachment. It's some type of like force. But the Nine of Wands here that tries to persevere, always trying to come for the Queen of Pentacles. What is happening? Six of Coins. The Devil, Six of Coins. Why is the Devil trying to give you something? The Devil's been trying really, really hard to get you to accept something here, Queen of Pentacles, with the Six of Coins. Accept what? What is the Six of Coins for? Ace of Wands. What the hell? What is this devil energy, please? Is this devil energy about attraction or about temptation? What is this devil energy about, please? Eight of Swords reversed. They're saying it's not a trap. It's not something that's meant to put you in your head. It's not something to be afraid of. Yeah, we have the Temperance energy here. So they want me to like chill out about it. There's a very, very strange way that I can read this, but there's an Emperor energy with a Three of Pentacles who is obsessed with how you persevere. And so they always give you what you need, or they always help you to get out of a snafu, out of an issue, out of a challenge, out of a struggle. And I feel here like this Emperor does not necessarily come from this planet. It's very peculiar. They're saying something here about how there's this Emperor energy that is the overseeing paternal father, and he is always watching over how people either move through or reject or accept energy from these demonic beings or from the demonic energy. And it's like I feel like this energy is acknowledging how something keeps trying to tempt you every step of the way, like every corner that you turn. Hey, do you want this cookie? Hey, do you want a cookie? Six of Coins. Do you want this? Do you want that? Do you want this? Very weird. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. Page of Coins. What is this? Knight of Coins. They're saying that I need to work on my messages here. 10 of Wands. With the Moon. The Hanging Dragon, 3 of Coins. I think I'm going to end this pretty soon. The Hanging Dragon and 3 of Coins. One more, please. Thank you. And the Emperor again. And the Emperor again. If y'all can make sense of this, put it in the chat. There's some type of like very powerful Emperor energy here that's not human. But in some ways, it seems like it is an interdimensional protector of yours. Maybe I'll say it that way. We have the Devil and the Emperor out here twice. I don't know if any of you mess with like high-ranking demons or something. I don't know if that's you, honey. But it's almost like you also have those type of beings working for you. They're saying something here about like I feel like I'm gonna end it after this. Is that okay, Most High? I'm gonna end it after this. 8 of Cups. Yeah, I think I will. Okay. They're saying something here with the 6 of Wands. So I'm gonna end on that energy. They're saying something here about, if you want to look at it like a return to sender, that was a binding spell. But like instead of the binding, returning to sender, now it's like whatever being this is, they have to serve you. In some ways, it could even seem like someone tried to spiritually put a demon on you, but you ended up controlling that demon, so to speak. Place it how it resonates. You know, I rebuke this if you don't want it. All right. So I feel here like there's something where it's like you can tell it what to do. And I think you should. The Moon card here. You may feel this entity or being maybe like pacing around you at night, or maybe you're laying down and it's pacing the whole way. Like, I don't know, honey. But that's what it's telling me. Like, it comes around at night and it's taking his job. Like, I feel like you can make this entity or being work a lot harder for you. Okay. Let's do final messages and then I'm out. Thank you all for joining me for this sun channeling. Thank you for liking and commenting. Final messages, please. King of Swords. Show me upright or reversed. Upright. King of Swords to Queen of Swords. This dude, whoever this entity or this emperor is, they feel like they're linked to you. They could also try to watch you on your LinkedIn if that matters to you. But he feels like he is like linked to you. I think that's enough. Because he has feelings for you. He just realized that he is very emotional towards you. He has unique emotions that he feels towards you. Okay, I think that's enough. Oof. That's enough for the sun channeling, okay? Final messages, Dragon Tarot. Just a couple of cards, please. Five of Swords reversed. This is some type of reverted energy. Let me say it here. They're saying that, what is it called, like when some rehabilitated? It's like you have rehabilitated some type of demonic energy sent towards you. I think that's enough, Divine. Page of Cups. I'm going to end the message here. So what I'm going to tell you with the Six of Wands here, if this sun channeling or message resonated with you, that's amazing. Okay. I feel here like you are some type of being that has been rehabilitating demonic energy. In the ethers, in the physical, I don't know, honey. And you have the help of some type of emperor, very powerful force or being who's on your side to help you complete this and to complete these missions where you're a rehabilitator. Okay. I think that's enough. As if y'all didn't think I was wild enough before. Just wait. Wait until I do my sun channelings. Okay. Gratitude, Divine. Ashe. Okay, y'all. Ooh, I hope that wasn't weird looking. No? Okay. Hey, y'all. Oh gosh, you all really had a lot to say. What does it say there? Interesting. I have my Capricorn who is and has been in jail for 2 years. Oh. Sprinkles thinking with me. All right, y'all. I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. And I call my energy back to me, brilliant, purified, and cleansed. Thank you for joining me at Anonnie's Temple, the Temple of the High Priestess, for this sun channeling. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. And I'll try to do them a bit more often, especially since we're coming out of winter. So I think that they will be very pleasant and enjoyable. You know, I'd be happy to do them more often for you. So like the video if you want that. Comment below. Don't forget to enter the giveaway by commenting Angel in the comments of this video. And I will see you in the next one. And y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Love, love, love. See you. Bye.